Let's go into some planks. So we're gonna have our hands shoulder width distance. Legs are gonna step behind us in first position, heels touching, toes turned out. Kate's showing us this exercise on her knees, which makes it a lot more accessible. What we're gonna do is a shoulder hinge, and we're gonna work with the ankles to find that range of movement. So what we're gonna do is shift the weight back just an inch or two, and then we're gonna open the front side of the ankles coming onto the toes to shift forward an inch or two. We're gonna shift back and shift forward. So we're shifting forward on an inhale and shifting back on an exhale. I'm gonna point out the way that Kate is managing the same range of movement. She has the shins melting heavily into the floor to help access the low belly. She is allowing a little crease on the front side of her hips since the ankles aren't doing the movement. And she's got beautiful breath between the shoulder blades to make sure she's maintaining the connection to the back line of the body. Tess is showing us the same exercise, but she's on her toes and her hands. She's also breathing between the shoulder blades, giving me a little bit more even. You can think about your heart raising to the sky. And we want to make sure we're not gripping the seat, but I like to think about narrowing my hips without squeezing the tush, and that helps me really find the deep abdominals. You feel that between the two hip bones? You can really feel that if you can narrow through the outer hips without squeezing the glutes. Let's do one more, guys, and then we'll do the leg sweeps on the other side. Go ahead and bring the knees all the way to the mat, and we're gonna flip onto our left. Left forearm is on the mat, left knee and hip are on the mat, and the right leg is long. All right, from here, guys, if you're up for it, that left hip raises off of the floor. You can have the right hand on the hip to help keep the pelvis organized and the waistline long. Get your head in line with your spine. Float the leg up, front side of the ankle is open. Exhaling as we crease. Inhaling as we bring it just behind the hip, yes? Inhaling, that inner thigh is reaching so long. Exhale, crease underside the booty. So I want to make the point that as we're going back into that reach behind the hip, we want to make sure we don't flare the ribs and shorten the back like so. We want to make sure we keep everything organized and that femur is moving through the dome of the pelvis. It's a ball and socket joint. Let's do two more, and then we'll do that raise to the side. Last one to the back. Sweep the right leg forward. It's at an angle probably just in front of your mat. Keep the knee there, but fold the foot back. And now the outer hip is going to raise and lower. We want to do this without spiraling that inner thigh forward. So think about it staying parallel to the floor as we raise and lower. Lift out of that left elbow. Backside of the left underarm is coming forward. We're gonna do four more, and then we're gonna stand up and do some skating. Last two. Last one with intention. Stack the knees and bring that hip all the way down. All right, let's stand on up. If you'd like to, you can grab your dumbbells for skating or keep your hands empty. It's entirely up to you and where you're feeling today in the workout challenge. So we're gonna have our right foot on the mat in turnout, and you're gonna take the ball of your left foot onto a slider, and if you don't have a slider, you can use a paper plate like Kate is showing us. Straight away, we're gonna keep this left leg long as we go into a single leg squat. So the right knee bends, the torso tips forward, just like we started the workout, and we have a deep crease at the front side of that right hip. On the inhale, the torso tips upright as we stand all the way tall with two straight legs. Exhale, let's send the arms wide, creasing at the hips. Inhale, narrow through the pelvis to rise all the way up. Exhale, notice that your sits bones are broadening at the base of the pelvis. Inhale as we bring it back to start. Can you guys feel that happening from the base of the core? Those sits bones are broadening. And instead of thinking about pushing down on the floor, we want to think about narrowing those sits bones. So it's at the base of the pelvis, they're broad here, narrow, and that really helps us to find the deep abdominals for that lift. Exhaling as we lower. Inhale, bring it up. Two more here. Keep that left leg long. Keep the crown of the head reaching long from the tailbone. Last one, hold here. Why not? Breathing, really think about that right inner thigh spiraling forward. 3, 2, and come all the way up with control.